that have mysterious-looking objects and structures within them. When you see this photography from the Clementine Research, you can go to any NASA website and start comparing what you are about to see. In fact, I urge you to start looking at what has been published. Mine. These incredible crater anomalies are from the Clementine color photography taken in 1994. I would love to get my hands on the full color photography taken by China recently to compare with the Clementine photos. On the near side of the moon, there are interesting craters we found that have structures within them. This requires us to zoom out and see where we're going to go so you can get a perspective. We'll start with ARISTARCHUS because it is the most prominent crater on the near side of the moon. When you look at this area from about 170 miles away, you can see a major portion of the near side of the moon. We move to the west to a crater known as Seleucus. Moving on Seleucus, we find this crater has some very interesting features. First of all, at the top of the rim of the crater can be seen what appear to be tower-like structures. There are other anomalies going on in this area, such as what appear to be large tubing on the right side of the crater. These are curved and seemingly stretching across the rim of the crater in that area. There are other craters that have these types of tubing along the rims. Continuing down the near side of the moon, we come to a very large crater called Marius, which is located at the center area. The striking features inside this crater appear to be that it has a dome over it, and inside are mounds that have a donut hole in their center. These mounds appear all over the surface of the moon, both the near and far side areas. There is this one anomaly close to this crater, and it seems to be something coming out of a cave. It's not shaped like a crater, and there's another one of these in this area. And I am not going to say they are flying, but you can be the judge of that. They are certainly anomalous objects on the moon. Going back to the crater, we move southward. Passing all these amazing, colorful, and very busy landscapes, we get to a very large crater which will be our focus crater for this region. It's called Gisendi, and it is situated atop Mare Humorum. At the bottom of Mare Humorum, I found these two very interesting craters that you can see have massive structures within them. This one crater called Vitello seems to have the dome portion broken, or it might have caved in. You can tell the glass-like dome portion is broken. A very interesting thing happened here to cause this damage, and we don't have a clue as to the historical record involved in this dome being damaged. The crater is 26 miles in diameter. Moving slightly away to the left, we come upon crater Doppelmayr, which is 39 miles in diameter and almost a mile deep. There is no doubt this dome has an interior full of giant buildings and structures within the base of the crater. There appear to be some square buildings, and this tall structure has what appears to be the number 2 along its side. Again, you have to look at the sizes of these structures. They are massive. Moving to the right of the crater Vitello, I found this crater called Ramsden. There appears to be a glass or some kind of translucent dome over it. It protrudes upward. The sun is glistening off this area, and you can see some green areas within it. You can see some structures in there. When we zoom out a little further, you can plainly see this is in fact a dome-shaped structure. The crater is 15 miles in diameter and a little over a mile deep. Here we have a dome on the moon with some kind of environment going on that was built by somebody. In the last few minutes, I have shown you some very incredible and massive structures. What you're about to see next is what I consider one of the most incredible and mysterious structures I have ever seen on the moon. When I say this, you have to know. It means a lot for this structure to surpass what we have just seen.
Let's revisit Aristarchus. It is 25 miles in diameter and has a depth of 12,000 feet or 2¼ miles. When you compare this crater to the surrounding structures, such as the one that resembles an eel with its mouth open, you have to realize that the structure is massive. It's about 1/3 of the size of Aristarchus. Who has the technology to build such a structure, and what does it mean? What is its purpose?